What's up, guys? This is Steady. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This video we're going to be doing role CRUD. It's kind of a funny word, but the best way to really learn roles, claims, and all of these things is to simply do CRUD with them. So this video we're going to be starting off by building a controller for our roles. And role controller. I think we could probably have it in a plural form, but I'm just going to make it in a singular form. I think that matches the rest of my controller, so that's what I'm going to do. And next, we need to bring in all of our database stuff through the controller. I'm sure there's other things that we could do, but I'm just going to start off bringing in application DB context. So we're going to go here, application DB context, and I'm going to call this DB. Then going to use quick tip to bring that in. Then we'll bring in user manager, and then pass in app user to our user manager, because we are going to be doing some identity stuff in here. Of course, because we are using roles, then we're going to bring in our app user. Then the next thing, we're going to bring in our role manager. Who would have thought? Doing some CRUD with our roles, and now we're bringing in our role manager. So come here, and we're gonna bring this one in as role manager and assign it field. Bring it down, just like that. Put some underscores in front of these to make them more visually appealing, although you don't have to. Then here, just come up here and get these all wired up, just like that. Okay, and for our index, the only thing that we really are going to need is we're just going to need a list of all the roles. So here, and we need to assign this to a variable. So just come here at roles, reach into the database, go directly into our roles table, not user roles, and we're going to list all of these out. Then we need to pass in that data. So now that we have that, what we need to do is we need to go into our views, and we need to actually add a folder in here to match our controller. And singular, and then here we need to bring in our index, and we can go ahead and get this fired up. And in this course, because we are trying to become back-end programmers, I always say that I'm not really going to focus much on HTML, so just go ahead and go to my GitHub. I'll leave a link down in the description, and go ahead, and I pasted this in the wrong form. So let me see here. Just gonna go in here just like this. I'm gonna bring this over here, and I'm going to paste that into the index, and let's go ahead and fire it up, see if it works. So we got our users. Want to actually go into our roles, and I'm going to make a place on the toolbar for this. So here, just going to go into my layout, and let me see here. Just paste this extra one into here, and then we will have a nice little place for our roles, and I'm going to go ahead and fire it up again. So go back over here. Now we have roles. Isn't that awesome? So we can also create a role. We can edit a role. Not yet. We still need to add all of that, and that's what we are going to go ahead and we are going to do next. Let's go ahead and start working on the actual upsert or the edit. So the upsert is going to be pretty much the edit page, And so we have a list now. Now we want to be able to edit those. And the easiest way, you could separate these out and you could have just like a separate edit button, but I think an upsert is going to be more appropriate because it's going to be a whole lot easier. So we're going to go up here. We're going to pass in the string of the ID, like I said, because it's pretty much it's an edit page. Whenever you have an edit page, you always have an ID. Then we're going to go up here. We're going to go string. So if the string is null or empty, what we want to do is we want to check. So if this string is null or empty, we're going to have a little bit of exception handling here so that it doesn't break. And then up here, what we want to do is go here. So if it is not, what's going to happen is we're going to go to our roles, because that's what we are editing, first or default. Just right here, we go u.id is equal to ID. Then also we want to have return view, have our user just right here, and then we also want to go down here and add our page. So we're gonna go here, and we called it Upsert, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop this. So go into our view. We're gonna call this Upsert, and just gonna come over here, come into the file, go ahead, come over here, and we're going to go ahead and paste that in. Let's go ahead and test it out. Let's see what it looks like. So we're gonna go over here, go back over here. We're gonna go into our roles. Who would have guessed? And look at that. But we don't have anything else wired up, so we need to start working on that. Let me see where we are with time. Yeah, we have plenty of time, so let's go ahead and start working on the post endpoint. So now we actually have like the form all looking good, but we don't have any way to actually submit the data, and that's what we are going to do right now. So first, let's go ahead and let's just get some post action going on. Then up here, let's go ahead and add validate anti-forgery token. Then we'll have public async task. We'll have an iAction results, iAction result. We're gonna have Upsert. And this is a little hacky, but we're just gonna pass in our identity role. Just like that. We probably the best thing to do would to be have a view model, but I don't want to do that right now. So we'll go here. We'll have our role manager, role exist async. We'll have our role.name. Then we're gonna go here, and basically what this is gonna do is if it doesn't exist, we're gonna return and we're gonna go back to the index. And IntelliSense went ahead and did that for us. So we're gonna go here. Next thing, we'll go string dot is null or empty, and then we're gonna go role dot ID. Then we go down here, we'll go role manager dot create async, new identity role. And we're gonna pass in name, role dot name. Okay, that looks good. Then the next thing is we're going to have a nice little else statement down here. And what this is going to do is this is going to do like the actual update. So we'll go role db is equal to db.roles dot first or default u.id. We're gonna have our role ID in here. So that's what's going to go actually to go get our role. Then what we're gonna do here, of course, do a null check. So go down, then return redirect to action. So if it is null, obviously that's a bad thing. So we're going to do a redirect and we're gonna go back to the index. So we'll go name of, then we'll go index right here. Okay, so next thing, we're gonna go reach into our role from our DB if it is not null, and then we're going to assign it the role that we got above. So role.name, and that's what's going to do our upsert. Role DB dot normalize name, and then we're going to pass in the name. Here, we're going to do to upper because it's normalized. Then we're going to go var result. If we can do the update, we even have nice little update methods with the role manager. So we're going to go update async. Then we're going to pass in our role right here. Isn't that nice? Okay. So then after that, we're going to go return redirect to action. Redirect to action, and everything goes according to plan. We're going to redirect back to the index. Okay, and that is our upsert. Let's go ahead and test the upsert. Make sure that that is working as planned, and let me check the time. We can, yep, we're only at 11 minutes. We can go ahead and we can do the delete after this as well. So we're gonna go super Pokemon. Then we're going to do update, and look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Then we can also add another one. We can call this one blogger. And now we have a blogger to our roles list, but we still need to do our delete, and that's what we will do right now. So we're going to go up here, go HTTP delete, and we want to have our validate anti-forgery token because that's a form of security. We're going to go public async task. We'll go action result. Then we go here. We're going to have a delete, have string ID. Then we're going to go get our role from the DB, DB dot, going to go into our actual roles table. We'll go first or default. Then we're going to go here, go into our role, and just like that, go into our ID. So if role DB is equal to null, we're going to redirect to the action. Direct to action, and go in here, and we're going to pass it our index. Looks great. Now we need to go get the user roles for this role. So we're going to go user roles for this role is equal to, and we're going to go reach it to our DB, go to our join table, and then this is this is where we find the associate. If you notice it, we're always finding the association with the join table to users. That's pretty much, logically speaking, and kind of the reason why that table even exists is so that you can find that relationship. So we're going to go here, and we're going to go count, and then we're going to do a check for users for this record, and if it has more than 0, we are going to redirect back to the index. So return redirect to action, and we're going to have name of index, just like this. Then we're going to go await, have role manager, then we're going to do the delete with these fancy little methods that are given to us, and we're going to redirect to the action. And as always, we're going to pass it the name of and the index, just to make it a little bit easier. You could just pass a string in there, but I think it looks better like this. Okay, so let's go ahead and test if we can do a delete. So we go up here, we go to our roles, go here, let's delete the super Pokemon. Let's see, we'll go delete. Okay, I think I found the issue. I believe that this needs to be a post. I had it set as an HTTP delete, and I think the way that this is going to have to work is it's going to have to be a post. So we're going to go here, and great. We've got our CRUD fully working for the roles. Next, we're going to start working on claims. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and as always, thank you for watching.